Že zdravím všechny, co se dívají na Gamecase. Moje jméno je Shaman.
Disconnected.
TeamSpeak. A vítám vás u dalšího videa z našeho putování po cestě Star Wars The Old Republic. Dnes jsme na imperiální flítě, ze které dnes odlétáme pryč, společně s naším společníkem Kemovalem. Tak, můžu si to odpouznout. A tak můžeme vyletět, že jo? Tak odpípneme si, že tady jsme.
Quiet, bodyguard. Save your hissing for your own kind. As for you, slave, Darth Skotia is passing. Best get out of his way.
Darth Skotia can wait.
You're making a huge mistake, filth. Give your master a message for me. My eye is on her, and I know. Tell her that. I know what she's trying to do here on Dromund Kaas. You and your master have gotten this far, but it ends here, slave. I alone have the key. Tell her that. You and your master have no future on Dromund Kaas or in the Sith Order. Tell her that. Now, get out of my way.
Ah, go fall in a sarlacc pit.
Out of my way.
To je oprusák. Kreten. Žádný takový kreten srát nebude. Lord zážne nás už určitě čeká z otevřenou náručí. Jsme její oblíbenci. Takže on to není nic extra animace. Ale Lord záž.
Are you acquainted with a big, ugly, half-machine Dark Lord? He had a message for you.
Damn Skotia. What business has he going behind my back, speaking to my apprentice? Trying to intimidate you, no doubt. Wretched monster. More machine than man and dangerously powerful. Ever since I arrived on Dromund Kaas as an apprentice, he's made every effort to stand in my way.
Ustaitnians and Barana, Rahitis ni Aino.
Ultimately, we cannot even begin the search for Tulakhod's ancient power with Scotia's rattling breath on our necks.
Somebody should stop him from breathing, then.
Yes, and that somebody is you. You are going to kill Skotia for me.
Finally, a challenge worthy of me.
Good. That is precisely the attitude you'll need. I cannot be tied to Scotia's murder. Brazen power plays make the Dark Council nervous. But nobody will believe that a mere apprentice could defeat Skotia. It's impossible, and that's why it will work.
The impossible's my speciality.
So it seems. I've begun to piece together the puzzle for Darth Scotia's destruction, but some elements have yet to fall into place. Out in the jungle, a group of slaves has recently revolted. They were working on a colossal statue that has since gone unfinished. I believe Skotia is hiding something of great importance near this statue. Get the archaeological plans to the area from one of the slaves, and contact me by holocommunicator.
In bizo ze waitai spira press in kretai. In bize e wanata atragata indais.
Chudák kemík, tyjo. Tak jo, nemáš být otravnej, Keme. Já ti to říkám, ale furt žádnej jsem hodnej. Tak jo, takže pustíme do další části. Což je dostat se sem. Jak se nějaký warrior prál, to už je jedno. Aj. No ty monster. Znamená, že jdeme trhat všechno, co máme. Znamená, Kemi, trhej. Hodnej Kemi, val. Roztrháme i tyhle ty. Že oni nevypadají nějak moc přátelsky. Jako každý. Tak to bych chtěl být kamarád se sitem, jo. Byste se báli, že vám každý den někdo propíchne hlavu. Inženýr, jasně. No jasně, že inženýrům to dává i logiku, že musíme zabít inženýry. A strange, jo. Vidíte, je to heavy, takže to dává víc armoru, ale jak se to dává menší, než to je moje armor.
Does this mean you found them? You found the archaeological plans?
Have I ever failed you?
Fantastic. I never doubted you. Now, let me see. Ah, yes. How clever. There's a chamber hidden under the Colossus itself. I bet my complete collection of Nagasado's Yavin 4 writings that you'll find what we're looking for in this chamber.
As you say.
There should be a hidden entrance near the Colossus. It looks like Skotia has an entire underground base. You're looking for a tablet. The tablet is the symbol of leadership of an obscure Trandoshan cult. The lizards believe it was a gift from their deity, the Scorekeeper. Skotia stole the tablet and uses it to exert control over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Give them their relic, and Skotia's power over his bodyguards will turn to vapor.
We'll leave Skotia undefended.
Exactly. You have a sharp mind, apprentice. The plans suggest Scotia's apprentices guard this base. I don't doubt they hold the keys to acquiring the Trandoshan tablet. Best kill them all to be sure.
Inubis just nas jans, now mipan astana tods jans.
Zas, Campbell, já chci už rád. Dejte mi jídlo. Jako by jsem mu nekrmil. Zas takový takhle závodní velkou pecku. Hej. Lord Omanigato. Mrtvej Lord Omanigato. Hodně mrtvej Lord Omanigato. Musí defendit. Já on tak moc nepomůže. No co, myslel si, že jo? Máme relik. Si co u nás mysleli, smějáci amatéři. Jsem moc myslel.
Selon se karikai. In bizo se waitai spila presen kretai. In bize e wanata atragata indais.
The more challenging, the better.
Waldufne Jamatte Jafraj. Ana Arbai.
Ana Arbai. Vznikl Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Ana Arbai.
Ahoj Lord Zaš, co tam děláš? Já zase něco vypočítávám.
I've recovered the Trandoshan relic.
Then we've both had success in our endeavors. But the Trandoshan bodyguards are only part of Skotia's defense. His greatest weakness is that he's mostly machine. The rogue Sith Lord, Grathan, is holding a cyborg expert named Dorotsek captive. He has developed a neutralizer for me, the kind that should destroy Skotia's cyborg elements. Find Dorotsek, get him to tell you where the neutralizer is, and then silence him.
Do you have any other instructions for me?
No, that's all for now. Grathan's estate is in the jungle. Interrogate the scientist. With any luck, Skotia will soon be out of our way, and then we'll be free to pursue Tulak Horde's lost power as we please.
Ustaitnians an parana, rahitis ni aino.
Výborně, jsme level 14 a Kemval zase něco mluvil o banánech. No, doufám, že to zvládnu přes zkratku. Ale doufám, že to zase najdu. Jo, zkratka je zde. Takže, dámy a pánové, chtěl jsem vám zde, já Shaman, předvést zkratku. Jak se dostat jednoduše do této lokace? Ano, budete skákat přes vodopád, jej! Au. Ale jo, vidíte, máte půlku apek dole, ale prostě zvládli jste to tam za kratší dobu, než abyste to objížděli jak idioti. No to je vlastně ten typ pan. Ahoj. Ahoj.
Please, tell me Lord Zash sent you. Please, I can't stand it here any longer. I don't want to die.
I'm a friend. Lord Zash sent me.
Oh, thank goodness. I got just what you need then. You can tell Lord Zash that Dorochek did good work. My finest work yet, though I don't quite see what the use of it is.
Why, to fell a Darth, my anxious friend.
But that's just what I'm saying. I don't know how useful it actually is. Lord Zash commissioned this weapon against cyborgs. The thing is, most cyborgs are only 10% machine. You need someone at least 50% machine for the neutralizer to do any real damage.
Tell me where it is, or I'll kill you.
If you want it, take it. It's only a prototype, but I guess it'll work if there's one droid you really want to bash. It's in the lab building, can't be missed. But Grantham wouldn't let me have the power cells I need to power it. You'll need to steal those off his droids.
Looks like it's your turn to die now.
No, please. Lord Zash said she'd free me.
Jako říkal, že Lord Zash ho prej osvobodí, ale dá se říct, že jo? Osvobodila ho z jeho těla. Tam na mě začnou chodit motky. Vidíte to? Droidi. Pojď na mě! Pojď, já se ti nebojím. To nebyl moc boss fight. Vůbec nebyl boss fight. Recovering. Mám. Vrátit se za Lord Zash. Tak se prodejme sem a padáme za Lord Zash. A potom zabijem Darth Skotiu. Ahoj Lorzáš, jak se máš?
Not a moment too soon, apprentice. Tell me we were successful. Tell me you have the tech we need to destroy Skotia.
It's time to kill Skotia.
Fantastic. Magnificent. Perfect. Then the time to do the deed is now. Skotia is in his chambers as we speak. Be ready. Even with the power you have over him, he will be a frightful sight. Set your nerves of cortosis. Turn your fear into hatred. Remember, Skotia stands between us and glory.
Let's get to the killing.
Good. Now listen closely. This is how you will kill Skotia. The relic you found under the Colossus is the key to Scotia's power over his Trandoshan bodyguards. Go to Scotia's chambers and show them the relic. The Trandoshans should stand down, or attack him or something. The confusion should be enough. This is the first step.
Then I use the anti-cyborg prototype to disable him, right?
Exactly. With the bodyguards gone, you can get close enough to Skotia to use the prototype you stole from Grathans. But be mindful. Skotia may be more machine than man, but he's no weakling in the Force. Killing him will still be a challenge.
Do you really think I'm ready for this?
Of course. You ravaged 4 tombs on Korriban and tainted a shard. What's a crippled Dark Lord to you? I wish I could be there to see the contortions on Scotia's malformed face when you destroy him. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm due to make an appearance at a party in the Nexus Room Cantina. Meet me there when you're done.
Takže zatímco ona si jde na drink, tak my tady jdeme vraždit sickýho lorda. Pojďme na to. Let's go, let's go. O, my jsme Dark One. Ukaž. Show Dark Corruption. Sundat robu, jak vidět. No moc ne. No. Corruption dělá moc board na mým ksichtu, tak mi to nevadí. Ahoj Darth Skoutio. Moderante.
I see. Nothing yet. What makes this slave so bold as to enter my chambers? Tell me, slave, are you insane, or do you have a death wish?
I've been asked to kill you, and I hate to disappoint.
Skisk. Kill him.
I'm your master now.
Clever. Zash must have stayed up many a night to think of that one. I suppose you'll be sending my bodyguards away now, or maybe you'll order them to kill me.
It should at least be entertaining. Tear him to pieces.
You shouldn't have done that. The bodyguards, they're nothing. Show. But you subverted my authority, took my slaves from me, and that makes me angry. And killing you will be over too soon. No. I think you're going to have to suffer first.
Ha! Skoutio! Chytej! Nech jem vala žít, ty špíno. jednoduchý, jo? Kemvale, trhej, papej. Sežer ho, znič ho, všecko možný. Hodnej Kemval.
Is this? Did you... Zash! Zash! You've killed me!
Don't blame Zash. This is all me.
Mindless. You don't know what Zash can do. Think of how many years she must have spent plotting my death. She will kill you, just like she's killed me.
I killed you, not Zash.
Já jsem tě zabil, nezač, tady to nesmí, brát. Jakože já jsem ten, co tě zabil, nezač, takže jsi v prdelí. Dobrý den.
Well, when I'd heard she'd taken up with a Mandalorian, I was scandalized, just scandalized.
A Mandalorian? Does nobody value Sith blood these days?
I know. Don't you think so, Zash?
I places Amin's Waiheis fools. Gawendida seek from Tauhans.
I'm sorry. Will you excuse me? I need to have a quick chat with my apprentice.
If you must. Now, as I was saying.
Thank the Emperor you've arrived. It doesn't matter how much one drinks. These parties are just dull. I hope you've come to cheer me up.
I have dismantled the machine.
He's dead then? Excellent. You have performed magnificently, apprentice. None of this would have been possible without you.
Lord Zash.
Darth Thanaton, I'm honored.
Yes. I'll just let you two chat.
Don't go anywhere just yet, apprentice. This call won't take long, and I have some further instructions for you. As I said, my lord, I'm honored, but why call me?
You have nerve, Zash. Nerve. But I thought you were smarter.
With all respect, Darth Thanaton, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play ignorant with me, Zash. Skotia's dead, and you killed him.
Skotia? Dead? That's the first I've heard of it. When did this happen?
Just now, Zash, and you know it. What did you expect to gain? His position? His title? You know it doesn't work that way. Where's your discretion?
Discretion? I've been at this party for ages. I may have had a little much to drink, but I'm fairly certain I haven't murdered anyone. Though I have always fancied Skotia's chambers. So much more shelf space.
Zash, I don't want to have this conversation by hollow. Report to my chambers immediately.
Yes, Darth Thanaton. It'll be my pleasure.
Are we in trouble?
Give me time to talk to Thanaton, and then meet me in Darth Skotia's chambers. And don't worry, you played your part, now it's time for me to play mine. We did it, apprentice.
Prima Darzaš, no Darzaš, od teďka Darzaš problémy. Smradí.
Yeah, there he is. It's Lord Zash's apprentice. Surely he knows.
You wouldn't tell us if you did.
Warpain's Brigan Iswis Buidan.
Still, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it?
Colonel, let it rest.
I will not let it rest. Everyone knows Lord Zash was at the party when Skotia was killed, and yet everyone knows she killed him. She somehow devised a way of being in two places at once. If I let it rest, we'll all be dead.
Don't be silly. I'm the one who killed Skotia.
Now you're the one who's being silly.
I wouldn't underestimate him, Colonel. He looks dangerous enough to me.
But a Dark Lord of the Sith? He's only an apprentice, Calaveras. Please, you must tell me. How did Zash kill Darth Skotia?
How many times do I have to say it? It was me. Me.
Clearly he's not saying anything, Colonel. Let it rest.
Fine then. Fine. But I'm warning you, Calaveras. Lord Zash is becoming too powerful too quickly. Since when has anyone in the history of the Sith committed a murder so brazenly, yet made it appear that she was somewhere else the entire time? It's enough to wake the Emperor, I tell you.
Já vám říkám vlastně to já a nikdo jiný jak já. A oni to nechápou. Kreténi. A vy, Lord Zash?
Perfect timing, apprentice. I just met with that insufferable Thanaton, and I have good news.
Who is this Darth Thanaton?
Darth Thanaton sits just below the Dark Council in authority. He commands me, he commands you. Skotia was his little pet, but the other council members were more impressed with our little sleight of hand. You would have been proud of me. I went into a reprimand, but I emerged a Darth.
You've certainly earned it.
I did more than you realize. Nevertheless, what's important is that we are finally free to act. Remember the map you found on Korriban that pointed us to the power of Tulak Horde? The first piece of that artifact, that power, is here on Drummond Cast. This piece is in the deepest chamber of the Dark Temple. Skotia always hoarded the key to the chamber like a Hutt hoards his credits. Now I have Skotia's title, his chambers, his research, and his key. He always said I would enter the Dark Temple over his rusting corpse. However, I won't be the one to go into the Dark Temple. You will.
I always have to do your dirty work.
Before I went to Korriban to choose an apprentice, a furious apparition awakened in the Dark Temple, implacable in its anger, murdering all who trespassed on the innermost chamber. But I had a dream. An apprentice of low origin humbled himself before the apparition, pacifying it. That's why you and your peers were singled out.
I wouldn't put so much faith in dreams.
Dreams are when the Force speaks to us most loudly. I believe what I have foreseen. You must go into the temple and face the apparition. And when you do, I believe that your humility will be the key. Still, I want you to know, I'm not certain you're the one from my dream. I fear I may be sending you to your death.
I eat apparitions for dinner.
You have a wonderfully deranged mind. And you're right. Tulak Horde's power awaits us both. We must not lose sight of this goal. Use this glyph to enter the innermost chamber of the Dark Temple. Humble yourself before the apparition, and bring back the piece of the artifact.
Sai galut saira, iswis us uf bendan, ja atnam, in puidangarja.
Tak a prej jdeme do té tak půjdeme do té sithské části,